And the weather today is not too bad. Largely dry, sunny spells, but cloudy over from the west later. I'll have all the details of that and more coming up on Good Morning Britain.
When's Richard Madeley?
Earth. And I'll show you a little graph to show you what the temperature was and why it's so concerning. So, on the 21st of July, the average temperature of Earth was 17.09 degrees Celsius, previously beating the record from last July, which was 17.08. Just a tiny little increase. But the big thing is that the previous record from 2016, we beat that record 56 times in the last 12 months. And the thing, as you can see, the trend is the records are being broken and the temperatures are getting higher and higher and higher. And of course, we had earlier this week our climate emergency day. We have our climate clock down on the front. And the point is, the hotter it gets, the more we have these desperately to stay below. So a record-breaking temperature, the hottest day Earth has ever recorded, and it's very likely we'll smash that again in the coming days. So that was the temperature from a few days ago across the whole planet. But for today, actually, for many of us, it will be pleasantly warm for what's been a fairly cool spring so far. But why? The jet stream divides the cool air to the north that's been with us and the warm air to the south. We're pointing out the heat there across Spain and Portugal, where they have record-breaking temperatures, a big heat wave in force there. For us, the jet stream overhead trying to bring weather.
And it's reached us now.
Another solar storm, a coronal mass ejection just a few days ago, yeah.
Cool. Thank you,
Thank
Laura.
you very much. UV levels are moderate or high for many of us. So how do things pan out as we head through the next 7 days? Well, let's take a look at our outlook for the north of the UK first of all. So Scotland, Northern Ireland, northern areas of England, looking at our temperature. The line in the middle is average, where it should be for the time of year, and we're a little above average, so feeling pleasantly warm where we have the sunshine. And percentage chance of rainfall, it remains relatively low. That high pressure close by doing its job, keeping weather fronts at bay. There's a chance of some outbreaks of rain at times towards the end of the week. Saturday, we're most likely to pick up some scattered showers. Fortunes further south for England and Wales for the next 7 days. Again, we look at our temperature line in the middle. The white line is where it should be for the time of year, and we remain above average. So feeling very nice and very warm when we have the blue skies and sunshine. Percentage chance of rainfall, well, cloudy in the west, as I mentioned today. The risk of some rain in the far south tomorrow. Friday doesn't look too bad. And over the weekend, Saturday, more likely to see showers, then drier next week. Good morning to you. Today's weather doesn't look too bad. We have weather systems trying to approach from the west, and they'll make some progress tomorrow. But we're between low pressure to the north, which this time of year tends to bring showers, high pressure in the south, which the time of year tends to bring warmer weather. And we'll have a mixture of both as we head through the next few days. Today, plenty of sunshine to start. Good morning to you. The weather today doesn't look too bad and actually feeling pleasantly warm in the sunshine, but we're between two different types of weather. We have low pressure to our north, and that's what's more likely to bring rain and showers across us, and high pressure to our south that's more likely to bring the warmer weather and drier conditions from the near continent. So we'll have mixed conditions, but UV levels are high, so don't forget your sun cream. So how do things pan out as we head through the next 7 days? Well, we look at the UK and split it in half. So the north of the UK is leads northwards, and we look at our temperatures first of all compared to average. The white line in the middle is pretty much where it should be for the time of year, and we remain a little above average, so feeling pleasant enough where the sunshine comes out, and it will for many for the next few days. Largely fine and dry for the next few, but into the weekend, Saturday, most likely to pick up wet weather before it turns drier into next week. Fortunes further south for England and Wales for the next 7 days away from the far north of England. Again, looking at our temperatures, the average line is here, and actually it will be above average all week long, well into next week, feeling much more like summer than it has done of late, particularly so far this July. Percentage chance of rainfall, little hit and miss, some rain through southern areas tomorrow, largely dry on Friday. Showers to start the weekend, but dry to end, and that dry weather lasts into next week too. Good morning to you. The weather today isn't too bad. That's away from western areas where it's set to turn cloudy later. At the moment, we have weather fronts lurking for the next few days, trying to bring cloud and rain. And yes, they make progress, but I think the majority of us for the next week have got lots of fine, dry and warm weather for the first time this month, and actually feels like for the first time this summer. So the latest satellite picks out fairly cloudy skies through western areas. The radar shows speckles of blue. That's rain in the west. So for western areas, so Northern Ireland, Wales and the southwest of England today, it's cloudy with some light showers around. The rain will turn a little heavier for Wales and the southwest of England later. It's a bit of a dull, damp day here and temperatures of around about 19 or 20. But for the majority of Scotland away from the west and the rest of England and Wales, it is dry, sunny and very warm, 25, 26 degrees. which means UV levels are set to be moderate to high. So don't forget your sun cream. And tonight, it is worth pointing out, under those clear skies that we'll have for many of us, there's a good chance of seeing the northern lights. So look north around midnight.